Lizzo just revealed something deeply personal, and honestly, it's not what most people expected. Here's what makes this even more surprising. Lizzo, one of the most confident, outspoken, and empowering artists in the world, just admitted that she was a late bloomer when it came to her personal life. Not only that, she says she lied about it for years. And the reason behind it, it wasn't fame, it wasn't pressure from the industry. It was something much more personal and unexpected. During an appearance on Friends Keep Secrets, the podcast hosted by Blanco and Dicky, Lizzo opened up in a way we rarely see from celebrities. She shared that growing up, she made a promise to herself. She wouldn't have sex until she won a Grammy. Think about that for a second. That's not a typical goal. That's not something you hear every day. And it raises a bigger question. What drives someone to tie such a personal milestone to something as massive as career success? On the outside, Lizzo has always represented confidence, self-love, freedom, owning who you are without apology. But behind that image, there was a completely different reality. She admitted that she used to lie about being a virgin because she felt embarrassed. And if you really think about it, that's something a lot of people can relate to. That quiet pressure to fit in, to seem experienced, to not feel behind. Her decision wasn't random. She made a pact with herself when she was younger. No sex until she won a Grammy. At the time, it probably felt like a distant goal, almost symbolic. But then it actually happened. In 2020, Lizzo didn't just win one Grammy. She won multiple awards, including Best Urban Contemporary Album, 'Cause I Love You, Best Pop Solo Performance, Truth Hurts, Best Traditional R&B Performance, Jerome. That moment changed everything. But interestingly, she says she wasn't even thinking about sex when she won. When people hear a story like this, they might imagine some big, dramatic moment. But Lizzo made it clear that's not how it played out. She didn't suddenly shift her mindset overnight. She didn't even plan for what would come next. In her own words, she said she didn't even know it was in the cards, which makes this story feel even more real. Because life doesn't always follow a script. During the podcast, Dicky even related to her experience, talking about how he used to pretend he was more experienced than he actually was. In that moment, it turned the conversation from a celebrity confession into something more human. Because it showed that this isn't just Lizzo's story. It's something a lot of people go through, but rarely talk about openly. One of the most revealing parts of her story was when she described lying to her friends. She remembered being in a group where everyone was talking about their experiences, and when the question came to her, she panicked. She said no, she wasn't a virgin, and even tried to sound confident about it. But looking back, she described that moment as deeply embarrassing. Not because of what she said, but because of why she felt she had to say it. Then there's something else that adds another layer to this story. Lizzo revealed that her first kiss didn't happen until she was 21, and it wasn't even a positive experience. She described it as something that was forced and uncomfortable, leaving her upset and disappointed. That moment matters, because it shows that behind the confidence people see today, there were experiences that shaped her in ways most fans never knew. She also explained that her choices were influenced by her upbringing. As a teenager in church, she and others made a pact to wait until marriage. So her journey wasn't just about one promise. It was layered with faith, fear, personal expectations, and societal pressure. This isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a reminder of something bigger. People often assume that confidence means having everything figured out. But Lizzo's story shows the opposite. Confidence can come after uncertainty, after awkward moments, after feeling like you don't fit in. So what can we take from all of this? Lizzo's confession isn't just surprising. It's human. From lying to fit in, to making a deeply personal promise, to navigating awkward and uncomfortable experiences. Her story is a reminder that everyone moves at their own pace, and that the journey to confidence isn't always smooth, but it's always real. So here's the question. Do you think stories like this help break unrealistic expectations? Or do people still feel pressure to keep things hidden?